Battle to stay in the U.S. reached a new turning point. Republican Congressman Fred Upton met with Ibrahim Parlak this afternoon. Now he has two new plans that might allow him to stay here for good. WSBT 22's Patrick Roth is here now. And Patrick, this is a new bipartisan effort.
Yeah, Rick, Upton teamed up with Democratic Congresswoman Jan Schakowsky for this. And together they wrote a letter asking the Department of Homeland Security to reopen their case against Parlak, specifically to look at their decision to revoke Parlak's asylum. It's been a rough couple of months for Ibrahim Parlak. In October, it looked like the Department of Homeland Security was going to allow him to stay in the U.S. for good. Then in December came word that he could be deported within a matter of days, something his supporters, including Congressman Fred Upton, are trying to fix.
With all the other things that we ought to be doing as a government, whether it's protecting water in Flint or, whatever the issue might be, why are we spending money and staff time and everything else going after an innocent man?
Parlak sought and was granted asylum from Turkey in the 1990s. Later, it was alleged he had ties to a Kurdish terrorist organization. And even though Parlak and his supporters deny that, the U.S. arrested him and began a series of attempts to deport him. Those attempts culminated in December.
Fear that after returning to Turkey, I will be arrested, interrogated, tortured, and imprisoned. I also fear being killed by the authorities while I am imprisoned.
In spite of all the turmoil, this is still where Parlak wants to stay.
There have been lots of hardship, suffering, but at the same time having this, it shows. America is not one-sided. There is better part of it, and I'm going to stick to it.
For now, all Parlak can do is wait and hope that soon this will all be over.
Even though the struggle is continuing, knowing that the progress is made, knowing that so many good friends and people are putting so much effort into this thing, so great feelings. And that's just, it gives us a little hope.
Now, Upton has also asked for a House subcommittee to get a Homeland Security report on Parlak. Now, if that happens, Parlak will be allowed to stay in the country at least until the end of the year. His lawyers have also filed a motion arguing that deporting Parlak back to Turkey would violate the Convention Against Torture. They're waiting to hear the government's response to that. And Rick, this case has gotten a lot of national attention recently. There's an online petition to allow Parlak to stay here, and it already has more than 32,000 signatures.